Alright guys, so if you don't want to drop tons of hard-earned money on Kontakt, Omnisphere, or just crazy sound kits, I'm going to show you how to make the same quality beats just using stuff found in FL Studio. Stock plugins, stock sounds, etc. Y'all have been asking forever, man. I'm finally delivering on that. Thanks for the support on the last video as well. That did great. And yeah, let's get into it. The best place to find sounds, bro, is definitely FL Cloud now. Hands down. There's tons of free stuff in here, and even like the subscription is like super cheap. And no credit limit, so unlimited access. Alright, so let's stick through and find a super unique piano to start with. We can literally just search piano. This peck right here is always fire. I think it's a KK Pop, I'm not sure, but yeah. That's a super unique sound. So you want to start with something that's not generic, grab that one right there. All right, let's work in D sharp. Get some rhythm going. We're gonna go for a dark trap pattern here. Go up to these side-by-side notes. Boom, copy that over. All right, I changed the length of some of the notes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we all know there's a delay slightly when downloading samples. So if you want to make it really quick to test out new sounds, hit the hot swap button down here, and then you can really quickly swap the sound out. Boom, boom. And then when you're done, just click it again. A flute sound is always like a staple in trap. So let's find one real quick. They actually gave me my own collection. I saved a ton of super dope stuff in here. That very first part right there, I want to grab that. So let me shorten it hella and then just fix that. Just a little something to get some rhythm going, you know what I mean? Copy it over. Okay, so that's super dry, so let's spice them up. Fruity Love filter. Not a lot of people be using this, man. I literally just click through the presets until I find something dope. So it's like kind of a rhythm thing. So let's turn that down just a little bit. Add some fruity reverb. And then let's actually copy the same thing onto the flute. Alright, so after looking in FL Cloud for a while, I found this bass right here. And then I found this right here. But we can actually pitch it down and treat it like a bass. And then I layered it with that bass. Alright, this is gonna get way better. Let me go back to my collection. I had a really good guitar. Okay, let me show you a good technique that I use all the time. Drag this in. Find the part that's fire, like this right here. Take that out, and we're gonna stretch this thing out. And then find like another piece that I like. So let's see, like right here. And I like this right here too. So we can add that there, add this here. Boom, copy that over. And then if you want like an instant Travis Scott sound, they added this new plugin called Hyper Chorus. I don't remember when they added it, but whatever it is sick as hell. Just drag and drop it on, man. And then I had this other plugin called Spreader. It like spreads it out. It's exactly what it sounds like. Turn everything else on. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, let's turn this down 5 semitones to match 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy. So we got the musical parts done, but to make it sound more advanced and expensive, a good trick is to make some textures out of some random sounds. I like to just search piano. You'll get a ton of like piano textures, you know? Just very faint in the background. Let's search just dark. See what comes up. We could use that. We could use that. Okay, but that is fire right there. And you know what? Let's go pitch it up. Just like that. I swear to God, bro, add this Luxford plugin on everything. Something about this plugin is just super good. It's a really nice, clean reverb. Another effect y'all sleeping on is a vintage chorus. It even has like a little bit of noise in the background right here. So you can get that like actual vintage sound. Nice. There's this one vocal I added to my collection a while ago. Alright, if you've made it this far in the video, you're amazing, bro. Personally, thank you so much. Especially watching till the end really helps push out the video. Okay, so now we got the main melody. Let's just bounce it out. Click this little button in the bottom corner. Drop down, disc recording, render arm tracks to WAV file. Y'all know this stuff, man. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because I want to make it in like A sharp minor because 808 hits way harder. Plus you can kind of hear like the melodic aspects more if it's like pitched up a little. Alright, let's cut the lows out real quick and trim some of those highs because when we turn it up really high, sometimes it can add a bunch of artifacts to the top end. Alright, let's start with the hi-hat. All the sounds I'm going to use here are from my FL Cloud collection, and basically, like I said, this is just a collection of sounds that I've gone through, and I said, yeah, I like this one, this one, this one, this one, and 𝕊𝕌𝔹𝕊 kind of like put them all together for me. So these aren't my sounds, but they're sounds that I like. So everything's kind of in one spot. Like this one's from OG Parker's exclusive FL Cloud pack. A trick I like using is this kind of fancy roll. Basically make the velocities look like this right here. It sounds like a triplet roll of some sort, you know? And then we're gonna move the velocities down, just like that. And then go boom, boom, boom. Turn those all the way up. And then what we're gonna do is copy this. And we're gonna put this here and then here. And fill in those gaps. And then literally I just copied that over. And the only thing I changed was I deleted some of the middle ones of this one. And I deleted this right here to leave a little opening. This has been my signature bounce for forever. Velocities that look like this right here, they're crazy, I know, but bro, trust me, it's a whole lot better than just this bullshit right here. Let's grab a rim shot. You know, I want it to sound nostalgic, bro, like those old Pyrex beats. That's clean. Okay, so last video we did this and it was pretty funny. Had a few people wondering what the hell was going on. So this time let's spam this in the comment section. I think it'd be hilarious, bro. So yeah, back to the video. All right, let's find a little snare. Murder Beats has a pack on here. I recommend to go look over there. I have a few of those picked out in here. Let's grab that one. Just paste that over. Grab an 808. Just a classic spins. Something I've been really enjoying doing lately is going up and then down. Match your root notes here. Alright, now with your open app placement, don't just do this shit right here. So you don't want to overdo it like that, and you don't want to have it on necessarily every single 808. Tumpy did a good video on this recently. Just kind of out in the open like this, you know, every once in a while. And then finally, there was this one little effect right here. The little DJ slide, I plugged it in right here to add that rhythm since we're going for the OG trap style. Dope. Okay, so let's do a quick arrangement, man. So we exported this earlier, but we didn't get the stem, so let's delete all this. So the first thing we need to do is actually arrange the melody. I want the intro to be this right here. And then drops to the hook right there, and then add that vocal in right here for the second part of the hook. And then for the verse, we're gonna take out the guitar and the flute. And then you know what? Let's take out the vocal here and just leave it in for the second part of the verse. And then export all that. Pitch it up 5 like we had it earlier. Copy all that over. And then for the drums, we're gonna just cut out a little section and then put it right here, right on the clap. And then cut up this section right here. So now we got this. Take out the hi-hats for the verse. That's the verse. And then that's the second part of the verse. Then it goes back into the pre-hook right here, then the hook again, and then the verse again. And then one more time, we'll paste it over and we'll just make a little outro just like that. Boom, full arrangement. So now we got 3 hooks, one right here, one right here, and one right here. And we got 2 verses, one right here, and one right here.
We on different time and you can't talk to us. Recommend you never even try with us. And you can never fucking try to ride with us. All these diamonds on freeze. reason. That's the same reason I'ma live it up. I don't trust nobody while I'm sticking up. For the length with up, we gon' switch it up. Like, alterando pa' de tener a Gucci, Burberry, Balenciaga dentro el closet. Fumando hierbado, un paquemento por correo, me tiene escuchando las voces. Y no se crean que todo hace poco, nigga, yo soy una estrella de los 12. Si pronto muero, nigga, no sé, por eso que sigo hasta que toque.
Bet. So yeah, that's how you make a full song / beat only using FL Studio stock plugins. Hey, it's possible, bro. I think it turned out really good. What about y'all? Let me know down below. So yeah, until next time.